Hi, I am Fernando Ortiz, a student journalist from Northeastern University examining the relationship between art and politics. MASSART, a state-funded art college in Boston, currently holds a public gallery and drawing event, which demonstrates how these two seemingly unrelated topics can come together. The event has been held every Wednesday from 6 to 8 since January 25th until March 1st, with the aim to build a community and safe space for people to express their emotions through therapeutic drawing.
So drawing together was an idea of mine that came out of a presentation I gave at the New England Museum Association conference. And in that, at that conference, I gave a presentation giving examples of contemporary artists who had really broken open the previous ways that museums had engaged with their communities. And after giving that presentation, I was thinking about what I could do in our own spaces. And we're a state-funded college. We don't have a huge budget, so there are a lot of things that we can't do here. So I tried to think about what we did have to offer. And one of the things we have to offer is space and time. And we have the expertise here with all of these amazing, artists and people who are arts educators who can really help facilitate these events. So that was kind of the idea for it. I had no idea how it would turn out or how many people would show up, but luckily it's been hugely successful.
Sociedad Latina, a non-profit organization in support for at-risk youth in Boston, helped facilitate the event on February 22nd, centered around a mural in the gallery depicting the current political unrest in the U.S. alongside a drawing task.
So the purpose of the session today is to kind of provide space in which everyone feels comfortable kind of like sharing and like expressing their feelings through drawing and through art. If everything goes well, to potentially people are able to share their stories to a certain extent, and really want to make it a safe space for everyone to, no matter their beliefs, political views, or where they stand, for everyone to feel safe and get something minimal out of it. Today we decided the theme that we're going to be working with, it's going to be how society sees you versus what is true. We decided to come up with this theme, especially because of during this election, there were a lot of assumptions and misconceptions about different groups in general. So we wanted to provide a space for everyone. Doesn't matter what you believe, to feel comfortable and share a little more about their stories and what is actually true.
The presentation I gave at the conference that sort of inspired this, it was the day after the election, or 2 days after the election. So of course, I had planned the topic of my talk long before, but it had a new sense of urgency after that. It was such a divisive election, and no matter what side of the political spectrum you're on, I think everyone can agree that it's been very divisive, and it's driven wedges through people, families, friends, and it feels very different than previous elections, I think, to a lot of people. So the idea of drawing together is, literally coming together to draw, but also drawing together, like remembering what we have in common and remembering that everybody needs support and that we have things to offer one another. So I wanted to have that kind of double meaning in the title as well.
While both the gallery and event will conclude on the first week of March, Hannah and those at MASSART hope this will inspire further events encouraging people to express their emotions through art.
I wanted to provide this space where people can tune out and focus on what they need to think about or have some time and space to process things. So I hope that people will keep it going and that they'll kind of maybe try to carve out space in their own life when they can, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes to doodle during a meeting and feel better, whatever they can do. So for those that are really, crunched for time, I hope that they'll remember how good it feels to draw and to use your brain and challenge yourself in a new way, and that, we all get stuck in our patterns and our habits, but it doesn't have to be that way. So breaking out of your routine, I think, can be really powerful. I hope that people will get something out of it. that lasts beyond just the evening.